Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Yeah.
Can I make you groove now? Yes, I can. So you can get this groove in a bag of a can. I can make it round the world when it holds in your hand. Popcorn World. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. I said popcorn make you smile. Ah. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. It's a popcorn world. It's a popcorn
world. You're now listening to the Brothers of the Five. At shooting guard, it's your boy, Killer Cam. At small forward, it's Reggie Love. At point guard, C Major. At power forward, Al B. And at center, Mr. Noise, Lloyd Spence. And now, the Brothers of the Five.
Add one more plus me and
Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the building. We got a very special guest in the house with us, joining us for this pre-recorded show tonight. None other than Mr. Mo Sports Talk himself, B-Mo. B-Mo in the building. I ain't gonna give his government name. If he want to give it, that's up to him.
But, I mean, I was gonna do it anyway. That's cool.
Okay. I was gonna say you might be on the run, and I don't. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm clear. Okay. I'm good to go. But
his mama named him Byron Moten. But for the show, he's B-Mo from Mo Sports.
Yeah, everybody calls me B-Mo for Mo Sports Talk. Lord, I appreciate you. I appreciate all y'all, man. Look, first off, thank you very much for saying my name correctly. That's first off. And my name is said wrong and spelled wrong every single day. So thank y'all very much for doing it.
Hey man, do you know my name is Lloyd Spence? You know how many times Lloyd gets mispronounced and misspelled on a day-to-day basis? I take great pride in spelling people's name right and saying their names right.
I do the same thing too. And like one day down the line, I may make a TikTok or a post and I'm gonna show y'all how many times my name is spelled wrong in emails every single day. I'm gonna do that very, very soon. But overall, man, I really appreciate this, man. Y'all guys are great. I mean, I've been subscribed to you guys. You know what I'm saying? My boy Chad been keeping me on game with everything, man. And I really appreciate this, man. So just glad to be here. Glad to be a part of something great. I mean, I thank y'all very, very much, man. I'm ready to roll.
Let's do it, baby. Listen, you call us at a good time because I think the excitement that you're feeling tonight is the fact that we're about to go on a vacation from the show, which we have never done. We've never had a vacation ever in the 2 years that we've been in existence. So we're about to take off for a couple of weeks. And so tonight's show is kind of themed out when we get back, you know. So we're going to give y'all these 2 weeks of predictions about what we think is going to take place by the time we get back. And I calculate, I think we'll be back. Is it like the 7th? December 7th, I think it is. Technically, the show will air on December 7th. Yeah. So even though we're recording it on Sunday, the show will air on December 7th. So that's a long time. So a lot will happen. So we about to put on our fortune teller hat to make these predictions here real quick. But if the fellas are ready, first of all, let me check and see how the fellas are doing. Love, C Major, how y'all feeling tonight, man?
Man, we're good, man. No complaints. You know, we got NBA, college.
I know why you ain't complaining.
Football going. We got all four.
Reggie, let's keep it a buck. I know why you not complaining, because you feeling a special type of Saturday love.
Oh man, you know, hey, I'm feeling Saturday on Sunday.
You feeling Saturday on Sunday. Man, I can't wait to talk about that, bro. That's crazy. That's bananas how well they look today. See, Major, I know why you feeling good too, because your homies here, number one, but also you are fully Cowboy stacked tonight. You are ready for the assignment.
Yeah, man, I got my homie here, one of my other media guys that I take a lot of advice from. So, I definitely can't have too many of those guys around. So I definitely appreciate him swinging through and, hanging with us. And, he's my backup, Cowboy backup. We're going to keep it real, man. We're going to keep it real and raw, man.
Hold on, C-Mate. So basically, I mean, you invited me, but hold on. I like the bouncer, the bodyguard tonight.
Yeah, man. Sometimes I be getting picked on, man. So.
Yeah, I know, man. I mean, y'all gotta leave my boy alone, man. I mean,
picked on, man.
Flag on the
play. Hold up. Somebody starts. Then when it comes back around, that's when he get picked on. Yeah,
I see. Imagine now. Hey, now you do be doing that too. Now,
yeah.
Don't be paying attention. I do pay attention, but tonight I get it. Tonight. But you know how a Cowboys fan I am.
Right.
Yeah.
You know how I am. I do. I mean, I'm Cowboy Nation. I'm not Cowboys Nation. That line is like kind of hard to like cross and not cross. But I understand the assignment tonight. But hey. Yeah, chill too. Okay.
I'm gonna put it all like that.
Hey man, I ain't said nothing crazy in a long time. Man.
I'm gonna put it like this. Chad is like, when you're a parent, as a parent you have, you don't supposed to have that favorite, but that one favorite always start something and go back to mama and tell. That's Chad right there. See that's Chad.
You're walking Michael Jackson song. You want to be starting something.
Yeah, that's Chad.
Well, cool. Well, brothers, let's get right into this thing. Before we get to all that NFL talk, let's start with question number one. When we get back on December 7th, they will have settled this thing.
Yeah.
We'll know who the college teams are. Now, they'll make the prediction the Tuesday that we're back, but we'll go ahead and make our prediction right now. Ladies and gentlemen, when we return on December 7th, the final four college teams will be who? We'll let our guest, B-More, start it off. Who you going with?
All right. Number one, I called them this because the times they used to like mess up on the pressure, but they finally got it done. But one of these teams will be Georgia. My bad, but I spelled it differently. I spelled it Jogga. For Georgia. They will be on there.
Georgia.
I got Ohio State.
Okay.
My people do not like Ohio State. Ooh, and this one was a tough one right here. I kind of have to flip a coin with this one. I kind of had Tennessee there, but that one loss, like, hey, you know how, like, with me with this college football playoff, you lose once, you got to roll. So right there, I put Michigan, and my final team that I put there, I'm going to put the Horned Frogs of TCU.
Okay, so you're saying the Ohio State, Michigan, it won't matter because
that's the last game of the season.
They'll both come in undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
You're assuming that it's going to be a great game, not a blowout, because that would be the only reason both of them would get in, I think. It's
Correct.
not a blowout. And if the only loss is to each other and they're both already in the four, you're saying they make the four.
Yes, that's correct.
That's not a bad prediction there, sir. That's not a bad prediction there. That's it. Okay. All right. Reggie Love, who you going with? When we return on December 7th, your four in the college playoff will be who?
I'm going to stick with the Bulldogs at number one. And I'm gonna move Michigan up to number 2.
Ooh.
And I'm going to move Michigan is going to beat Ohio State this year. Ohio State has been really shaky lately. I feel that Michigan's gonna finally get over that hump.
We beat them
And I'm
last
gonna
year.
go with Michigan. I'm gonna go with Tennessee 3, and I'm gonna go with TCU 4. If Ohio State goes down to Michigan, you got a Tennessee who only loss will be to Georgia, which Georgia's the number 1 seed. So I believe Tennessee is going to move up, and that's going to push Ohio State out of it. Only other situation I can see if Michigan lose is going to push Michigan out. That's why I think I'm looking at TCU's schedule now, and TCU has a Baylor team who has not played well all season. They have Ohio State, and they have the Big 12 championship, which if they play Texas again, but I don't think they can play Texas again, if I'm not mistaken. I got to look at the Big 12. So those are my 4. I'm gonna go Georgia, Michigan, Tennessee, and TCU.
Wow. Okay. All
Like
right.
that.
I like that. C Major.
Now I'm on the board with Reggie. But I got Georgia, Michigan, Tennessee. But my 4 is a toss up. It's a toss up between TCU and USC.
You got to choose. Ain't no tossing up.
Yeah, you gotta choose that, fam.
Yeah. Tossing
And
into an answer.
USC.
Yeah. I go with TCU.
I like Pac-12 love though. I like that though.
Yeah, I mean they deserve the love, cool, but
I think it's just Chad. I think it's just
That's it. How you,
Hey,
nigga, I don't know what that was.
I think you're talking about USC. Don't forget they got to play UCLA and Notre Dame back-to-back weeks, so that's gonna be a tough road for
Sure
them.
do.
both of them.
Okay, well, I'm going TCU then.
I feel like they're gonna lose to one of those two.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I'm not only I hate to say this, but I don't think I'm wrong. I think Georgia is your clear favorite, the number 1, and to be honest with you, I just much like last year, I just don't see nobody beating them. God, the team is strong. But I'm gonna go Georgia number 1. I think I'm gonna go Ohio State, man.
I hate them so much, man. But
Only because of
I hate them too, bro.
I know
only
you do,
because of
Major.
CJ. Only because of CJ. That's the only reason. I'm gonna say TCU pulls this thing off. They find because I think the committee knows they owe them for many, many years past, and the way the score didn't really indicate how dominant they were in that Texas game. They really controlled that game.
They whooped their ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really did. They really did. They really did.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna give TCU that quality win, and then I got the shocker of the night here, fellas. I'm going LSU. I'm going
You know
LSU
what?
again.
You know what, Lloyd?
Yeah.
Keep that because with LSU being how bad they are, but just think they only got 2 losses.
Yep.
And it's always a situation where with the college football playoff, it's always been a popularity contest, which
Yeah.
I can't stand.
Yeah, it's a TV show. I tell these guys all the time.
It's a TV show. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's a TV show.
Yeah.
But the
Here's the
thing,
other problem, Timo. Here's the other problem with the thing. Number 1, while it would be great to have a Pac-12 team, Reggie, I agree 1,000% with you. I don't think USC can survive that gauntlet. Oregon already screwed themselves up. UCLA already screwed themselves up. So if you're going with the TV show, even though Tennessee has a very against LSU, like it's completely solid,
right.
but LSU is in the SEC championship, and all LSU has to do is not go and get their behind completely whipped by Georgia.
And
If they-
I'm telling you that's why I agree with you. I agree with you with the TV show stuff. And y'all know I don't want to use. I'm not going to use the choice of words I want to use,
Right.
but how heavily aroused they are about SEC.
Oh,
I won't be surprised if if LSU get in there now, or Bama, or maybe a Clemson. Clemson, that's my team, but I know what it is with them. I'm done with them like that. But
I think
I'm not crazy with them about Clemson like that. But don't be surprised if we see one of these SEC teams or a 2-loss team all of a sudden get up in there, which is gonna blow my freaking mind.
Yeah.
But I like your 4. I do.
I don't think it's going to happen. The reason why, listen to me when I tell y'all about LSU. I have told y'all once and I told y'all twice. LSU is a different team when they're on the road and when they're at home.
True.
No doubt.
They're gonna, if they play a Georgia away from LSU, it may be a 21 thumping against them.
That is very true.
Story with LSU. Arkansas should have won this weekend with their third string quarterback on the road. LSU looked like a totally different team this weekend, in which, hey, I'm an Arkansas guy, so I'm okay with that. Yeah. But that was not the same LSU team when they were on the road this weekend. They didn't look like the same LSU team that played Alabama at home. So that's the only thing I say about LSU is they could move up, but I just don't trust them in the SEC championship.
Well, I didn't say I trusted them. I just say I just think they have a really good path, right. And I think they're riding a lot of great momentum. And again, if they can go to the SEC championship, I don't expect them to win, right. But if they can make it interesting, it could be interesting. Good, because now the only problem is that would make the third loss.
That'd be 3 losses.
That's 3 losses. That's 3.
And you're not going to give. They will burn the committee down if they put a 3-loss team and you got 5 1 losses and 2 losses up in it. They will burn that thing down.
Man. Yes, and that's what I want. I want anarchy. Like, just like before y'all advance these teams up, just do it one time. Put a 3-loss team in there one time, bro. Just please do it. Please do it. Like I want to see anarchy. I want to see this crap just burn and just go crazy. I really want to see it.
Well, I'll say this. I think it's either. I think if TCU can stay the course, they're fine. I think Georgia's in no matter what. Ohio State or Michigan is in no matter what, which leaves that 4th spot. And I think that 4th spot is either going to be LSU beating Georgia and they get in, or Tennessee gets in by default.
Right. And
that Tennessee may happen. That Tennessee may happen anymore.
I think so.
Here's another thing that can happen. It can be Georgia. If Georgia, Michigan, Ohio State, and TCU, that's a possibility.
Could be that as well. If Ohio State and Michigan can put up a classic, that's bad for TCU.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's real bad for TCU. Because now TCU got to root for LSU.
Right.
Because if LSU beats Georgia, they're in.
Right.
But Georgia is in today.
Yeah, automatically.
They're in right now.
Regardless of what happens.
Yeah, regardless of what happens. They ain't got to win that game. They know they in.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Just like last year. They lost to Alabama, turned around and smacked Alabama in the mouth. So,
exactly.
Right. So I think TCU got to pray for a blowout in that Ohio State Michigan game. They got to pray somebody gets dusted off.
Well, hopefully it's Ohio State.
Yeah, me too. I can't stand them, but I can't stand them. They cold. I give them their props, but I can't stand them.
But so let me ask y'all this question before we go to the next question. And y'all know I do believe in the ACC. Is there any path whatsoever for Clemson? Any path whatsoever?
No,
I don't think
as
so.
As a fan, of course, I'm gonna have that, optimism. Nah,
I don't think so.
The reason what really hurts them was that loss they took in their strength of schedule. I think that's hurt Clemson. Clemson got next year. He's going to have to put up a couple of powerhouse teams. You may have to go hit a good SEC team in the beginning. Just go ahead and go.
You have to.
But I think he knew he wasn't 100% confident in DJ this year. But I'm gonna say something else.
No, not at all.
And I hate to say this, but I think it's true. I ain't 100% sure they can beat North Carolina. Not that they're not better as a total team, but North Carolina has proven one thing this season: they can score on anybody.
Yeah,
they can score on anybody. Now they can't stop nobody.
Right, and that's the problem.
Right, they can't stop nothing.
That's the problem.
but they can score on you whenever they want to.
At will, yes, at will.
Drake May and Josh Downs might be. If Hendon Hooker and his receiver, what's the kid's name? Hyatt. If they're one as the dominant quarterback receiver duo in the country, Drake May and Josh Downs are 2. They are both
Agreed.
on that next level tier of quarterback to receiver combos. But Clemson would have to go beat North Carolina in a way that and I just don't. They ain't got it, man. They don't have that type of offense.
There it is. It's not going to happen. I mean, like the quarterback swaps every other game, especially like when you don't have your same players, your same running system. The defense tries so hard to hold on, but when you're going against offenses that will put it on you and they're stuck in comeback mode all the time, you don't have a quarterback or an offense to come back on teams like that. You can't rely on that every single weekend, dude, because like once you get that bad quarterback play and the defense is only good for 2 good defensive series, but once you're down 14-0 and 21-10 and 21-17 at the half, the game is over with. You can only do so much heroics in the third quarter and the full quarter runs, but overall, like you don't have the magnitude offensively and defensively on that field to win games like that no more. You can't win close games like this when you're trying to get into the college football playoff. You got to blow teams out, show their popularity, and then also you got to make Dabo look good, because when you can't make him look good on the field, you know he gonna crack his shell over there. And so they have a lot to do, bro. So it's not going to be happening for them.
I got a question for everybody for that as well with Notre Dame. Is there a path for Notre Dame to get to that final spot? They got Boston College, they got USC, they're now ranked 20th, and they got USC left in Boston College. Not great games. But that's what they got left. Is there a path for them? But
I don't see it.
I don't see it. I think follow-up question with that, Lloyd.
Yeah.
If they were actually in a conference,
that's where I was headed next. So that my point of bringing it up was what you just said. Is that the reason? Could this be the season that finally could? Because if they were in the ACC and they had smacked Clemson like that, they'd be they'd be 7th or 8th right now in the college football playoff. But they're not. So now, is there a path for them to say, well, man, maybe we need to go on and get in the ACC or Big 10 or Big 12 and stop being on the outside looking in every year?
You would think they would do that with your Following the College Number TV show, because we know how big Notre Dame is, know how popular they are and things of that nature. The only problem is, like I said, they're not in a conference with anybody. Them being independent like that, I think them being independent like that hurts them a whole lot. And then you like that people get, Notre Dame ain't in, Notre Dame is not in, and stuff like that. But like, dog, you got to understand, they're hurting themselves by doing that.
Yeah,
I would like to see. I would like to see it. I would like to see it, but I don't think it's going to happen this year. Not yet.
I take that. They were in the conference finals. I forgot how many years ago. Remember Matt Tate?
Well, they did it.
Yes, they were.
They did it. They did it with us during COVID. They did it with the ACC during COVID, and they got to the championship game.
Right, and just think about this. I mean, if they're playing, if you play strong teams, being a non-conference. I mean, let's say, will we be talking about? Will we even have this conversation if Notre Dame beat Ohio State the first game?
No, they'd be in.
They'll be in. And then they wouldn't have lost, and they took the Marshall loss. If you take those two and make them wins right now, we're talking about a whole different Notre Dame right now.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. Great point. All right.
I like that. Good point.
All right, let's jump into number 2. When we come back on December 7th, the top 3 Heisman candidates will be. I'll start this one off. I think your boy Drake May got to be in there. Young man as a freshman is out here slaying giants. He is killing it. So I think he's got to be a candidate. I think I don't love that he's gonna get in, but his numbers say he's got to be in. CJ Stroud. His numbers say he got to be in. But I'm gonna throw another name on here, or 2 names that I think are gonna be surprising. I think Shadour's gonna get an invite.
He should.
I think he's gonna get an invite. Just to prove a point.
He should.
Not just to prove a point. Now he's got great numbers. My final one is I'll just say this. The young running back, not running back, end for, oh my God, I'm drawing a blank just that fast because he dominated last night. He damn near single-handedly won the game. What is his name? Why am I drawing a blank right now?
What team? What team?
That's what I'm saying. I'm drawing a blank on the whole thing.
Oh.
Give me a second. Y'all go ahead and then I'll have his name here in a second.
Yeah. I mean, I like Shador as he should definitely get in.
He's my wild card. Shador's my wild card.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the honorable mention definitely. He definitely has numbers that rival CJ Stroud definitely.
Come on, y'all need to quit that. Stop. Let's stop this Shador stuff. Come on.
No, I'm saying the only reason he's probably not going to get it because
you cannot compare his numbers because you got to look at the talent that they're.
That's what I was about to.
Don't say the numbers compare. Come on now. We can't say the numbers.
Hold on, Reggie. Are you trying to say that the numbers of what he did? Now, it's not astronomical numbers. It's not astronomical.
I'm not taking nothing. Listen to me.
It's just a level of competition.
I'm the biggest. I love Jackson State. Let me make that clear. I love Jackson State. But like I said before, we can't compare Deion teams until he decides to play somebody out in that conference and outside of that conference, in which he tells you he's not ready until he gets that offensive line together. Right. That's what he says. So I love Jackson State, and I'm a huge fan of Jackson State. I love Deion. Deion's my dude. But I'm not going to give them credit until we see him play against somebody else. That's just
what I was going to say.
The point. I think
what I was going to say when I was rudely interrupted by Reggie. But what I was going to say is the level of competition. The level of competition. That's why he's not going to get the look. Yes, he has numbers, but the level of competition is.
And that's where I disagree with both of you. I think the reason why he's going to get the look has nothing to do with the level of competition. Again, I think it's to prove a point. They are trying again. TV show. If the Heisman was done in a Holiday Inn in Oklahoma, then we'd be like, nobody care. They would just nominate whoever they nominate. But it's a TV show. What better way to highlight the TV show than to have Deion Sanders and his son at the doggone Heisman? And guess what they're gonna do? There is a very strong likelihood they're gonna throw this dude a bone and say, hey man, come out. We know he didn't play D1 level. We know, but he has comparable numbers. Now, I don't disagree with what you're saying as far as the talent, Reggie, nor am I disagreeing with what you're saying with the competition. I'm saying he's the wild card because if you're going to give it to somebody outside of the traditional D1, it's going to be him.
Well, and that's the case. They should have. What's the quarterback from San Francisco that got hurt?
Oh, Trey Lance.
They should have put Trey Lance up for it. They never did.
Well, he didn't play enough games. I mean, he was hurt a lot of the time.
Yeah.
But were they going to put Trey Lance up? Let's be honest. They were not.
Listen, they've proven in the past that they would, though. Because, like, if you put up some really, really strong numbers like they did with Steve McNair, then they're not opposed to putting you up there.
Right.
But, again, he's my wild card. He's my wild card. Yeah. It's like I ain't saying it's a definite. I'm saying that's the
exactly.
Yeah, I got you. And I think I'm with Deion. Deion said they got to secure their offensive line before they can move to the next level. But I just can't wait. I mean, and if Deion B is there,
Here we go.
I mean,
there
I
it
said
is.
3 years. I didn't say soon. I said next 3 years. And he has said it. He's not opposed to. He came out with it. He's not opposed to really just looking now.
But you know what? I know he's deviating from the original question, but I like the reason what he gave, though. It wasn't because he needed that opportunity. Right. He said, man, I got coaches that have never made that kind of money.
Right.
And so if I got an opportunity to be a blessing to those coaches, why wouldn't I go do that? So I get that. I do understand that.
Yeah, so I'm going with CJ Stroud. Also the running back from Michigan, Blake Corum. I'm putting him in there.
Yeah, strong case.
Strong case, definitely.
Are you just gonna pick all Michigan and Cowboy stuff all night tonight? Just let me know. It's gonna be Michigan, Cowboy, Warriors. Is that what we're doing?
No,
Because
man.
your guest is here. Because your
No,
guest
man.
is here.
No, man. No, man. And
Hey, do it. Just to make him mad anymore.
Chad
Chad be doing that low key stuff, bro. I'm telling you, he'll do it.
Man.
He be doing that stuff.
Hey, sometimes you got to put that gasoline on the fire. Sometimes.
Oh my goodness.
And then my last one, I think I'm gonna give Hendon Hooker some love, man. He's got 24 touchdowns. Huh?
He got crazy numbers too.
Yeah, he only got 2 interceptions. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, man.
Just take care of the ball. So I'm gonna give him some love.
All right.
That's how it was with mine too. No, Hendon Hooker, he was one of mine as well. I got CJ Stroud, and of course I got Drake. Man, that dude is insane as a freshman, dude. Like that's unbelievable numbers he's putting up. And like Lord had mentioned, like, man, that North Carolina offense is freaking just amazing. Like they can score on anybody, but like you said, they can't stop nobody. But I guarantee it is they're gonna put the numbers up and get that done. And Drake is the main reason why. So those are my 3.
All right, Reggie Love, what you doing?
I'm
Clearly,
gonna
Shador's not on your list.
follow these 2 fine gentlemen. I'm gonna go with CJ. I'm gonna go with Hooker. I think he should get a little bit more notoriety because he's playing in the SEC. And if we're saying SEC is what SEC is, we're saying what everybody else is saying as well too. Man, the way that kid played against Alabama, hey man, So I'm gonna go with I tell you what, I'm gonna go 1A and 1B, but I'm not gonna go.
No, you gotta pick. Okay,
I'll take it. Okay, I'm gonna go with Hooker, Stroud, and you know what? I'm just a man that just can't put 3 quarterbacks in there. I gotta go with the running back from Michigan, just because I don't want to put 3 quarterbacks in there.
I know, bro. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard not to put 3 QB. I mean, the quarterback play is amazing. I mean, it's just good.
You know what I would love to see the Heisman do, and this would be unprecedented, but I think it would be fair. They need to diversify the Heisman and say we're gonna give 1 offensive award and 1 defensive award, because defensive players don't get no love with the Heisman, none, unless you're a cornerback.
Yeah, you got to be a corner.
Well, you know, Hutchinson got love. Hutchinson got some love.
I mean, he got.
Oh, you froze.
Hey, Reggie.
All right, I said, listen to me. That number 40 for LSU, that freshman, brother, we gonna be putting him in. If he stays 3 years,
What's his last name? Because I think that's
got that kid's last name.
Is it Henderson something?
Something. We're gonna be talking about him.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of. Yes.
We're gonna be talking about him the next 2 or 3 years as a Heisman.
That dude had a move Sunday where he ducked under the tackle,
right,
and went and got the sack. And I was like, "Oh, you for real?
Hey,
you for real? That's game. That's studying the tape. That's knowing your opponent. That man, he's for real."
I hate y'all Cowboy guys gonna hate when I say this. That kid has the ability to be better than what's my man name?
Parsons.
Parsons. That kid has the ability to be better than Parsons.
The ability to be.
Ability.
I'm glad that you said that for the ability to be.
Listen, I think he's a true freshman. Is he a true freshman?
True freshman.
I think so.
True freshman.
Yeah,
he is and he's been putting up numbers all season that we're not talking about.
He looks good, man. I think his name is Henderson something, but that was the kid I was trying to think of.
Yeah,
so thank you for that, Reggie.
He listen to me. He single-handed beat Arkansas by himself. If he went out of the game anytime in the second half, they would have lost that game. He beat Arkansas by himself,
and he closed the game by himself.
And he closed his game with a sack.
Yeah, he closed the game by himself. Yeah, cool. All right. Question number 3: when we return on December 7th. The 2 best teams in the NBA will be. Let's start with Reggie Love on this one.
Not the Lakers. No, I'm just joking.
That is not breaking news.
Oh man,
not breaking news, sir.
The 2 best teams. I'm going to go with the 2 top teams right now in the East and the West. I'm gonna divide it. I'm gonna go with Milwaukee because I always say I think Milwaukee's the best team in the league right now.
They are.
And they haven't even got what's my guy name? He's not back yet, is he?
Middleton.
Middleton.
No, he's not back.
Not yet.
No, he's not back yet.
Yeah.
Well, how about
And-
this? How about this? Giannis, Middleton, and Drew Holiday were out, I think, the last 3 games.
Right.
Yeah, they
and the
still won a
Spurs
game.
told him, you better come with them. Spurs said, y'all better bring them.
I used to be able to take victory laps like that with the Lakers. I can't.
Mm.
No, I'm gonna go with Milwaukee, and man, oh man, until somebody else show me different, I've got to go with Utah or Memphis. Memphis or Utah. I'm just gonna ride with Utah right now, but I think it's between Utah and Memphis.
All right. B-Mo, what you doing? Who's gonna be the best 2 when we come back on the 7th?
I mean, we're ready with Milwaukee. Like, Milwaukee is fantastic. I mean, that's when you know you have a great roster and also great, still great coaching as well with Coach Bud. So that's my team. I'm going to stay in the East with my second team also. I'm still going to say the Boston Celtics, with them being the second best team in the NBA. Regardless of the coaching situation that happened, you still have to understand that you still have 2 players that you can still considerably say they're top 10 or top 15 in the NBA.
Yeah.
With Tatum and Brown. And you still have a great defensive team from top to bottom. Like, the team is still there. You know what I'm saying? And, like, to me, those are my 2 best teams in the league.
Let me ask y'all a question. Are my eyes playing tricks on me? Because I thought, or are we living in something like an alternative universe? I know has been working on this multiverse thing, and so we in phase 4, and so maybe this Utah thing is just a part of this multiverse thing, and we all being deceived by Dr. Strange. Because I thought Utah sold all of his parts off for draft picks and to get into the Wembanyama sweepstakes. That's what I thought I saw. Now all of a sudden, not only are they the best team in the West right now, but they legitimately look like the best team in the West.
But one thing you got to understand, Lord, I mean to cut y'all, but one thing you have to understand about that Utah situation and that team, players, and it's such a player-based league now, you have to understand, like, those players was like butting heads, not getting along. Like, Gobert and Spider, like, you couldn't do that no more. You couldn't win anything with them with those 2 butting heads, and you did piece and dudes together like that.
But that's not what I'm saying, though. I get why they did what they did. What I don't understand is it appeared that not only was the strategy to blow the team up because it hadn't worked, but I thought it appeared the strategy was to go ahead and tank and let's get better through the draft. Same formula that Danny Ainge used with the Celtics. That made the most sense.
They didn't have to do that. Like, the team is still fine. They didn't have to, like, tank at all. You would think that we're going to by the situations at hand, but with them being in the West, and I think, like I said, it's very important, like, how the 2 players were acting with that squad.
Well, listen, the bottom line is I'm whatever we seeing, it looks real to me. So I'm gonna go with what the standings say. Utah, it doesn't look like they have shown any signs of slowing down, even though it looks like Golden State may have figured some things out, and Phoenix is, they struggling with the Cam Johnson thing, and I fully expect them. And Memphis looks like Memphis again. But, man, until somebody proves me otherwise, I'm going to have to ride with Utah. But Milwaukee, to me, is the clear and away best team in the league. They understand the assignments that they're supposed to have, and they're playing some really good basketball right now.
Yeah,
Chad,
I would just want to piggyback on that. Utah just doesn't have necessarily a number one that they have to rely on, so they're just playing good team basketball, I think. As far as who I'm picking, I want to say one, but I'm gonna wait down the line. I'm wait down the line and see what they do. But I'm going with Milwaukee and Memphis right now.
All right.
Are we not going to talk about these 2 teams that's really somebody else that's like, what are y'all doing? Oklahoma City and the Wizards.
Are
we? No lie. I would have betted each one of y'all $100 they would have been 0-10 before the season started right now.
Yeah.
And I would have lost $100 for both teams.
Yeah. Washington Washington's playing decent. I mean, they're the 5th seed.
Right.
Porzingis is healthy and he's looking like a force out there. That's definitely we're looking at the old Porzingis. So I think his health is back right. So he's on a good team that he can do his thing on. So I think that helps.
Well, that trade is looking a little more balanced now. I'll say that for sure.
Can I ask y'all an NBA question?
Absolutely, sir.
And I know it's just I'm going off the loop here. As a Lakers fan, would you blow up everything and trade off one of your biggest between AD and LeBron? Would you trade them right now? Would you just blow it up right now?
I would. I would trade off AD just because, man, the short and the long term of it suggests that he's not the guy that's going to carry your franchise for the next 10 years.
Right.
Yeah.
So why not just go ahead and capitulate to that and just say it ain't going to happen, so let's move on.
Yeah, but the thing with that, the AD thing, I think a lot of teams don't want to do that because you don't know if you're going to get him for a full season.
But on the right team, you don't need him for a full season.
Yeah.
Like, y'all don't need him for a full season.
No.
Oh, let me ask you a question though. I was watching him play a few games. He doesn't look aggressive as he used to look. Is that me that's seeing that, or is
His back is hurt?
Yeah.
Okay?
He's just super fragile as it is. And like, I think with him, I think it's all mentally with him. I see the same thing too, Rich. Like, I really do see that because it's like now, every time he steps foot or even do anything, I think it's all mental with him now to the point where even if he try to do anything, he's going to get hurt because he's already bad enough as it is. He's starting shooting more mid-range and more three-pointers now and barely going to the basket. Like, once you start doing that, you're kind of mentally shocked right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, BMO, I appreciate you being so candid and respectful of his pedigree and legacy. But as a Laker fan who watches a lot of his game, I just think the brother has become as soft as tissue paper. I try to say that with as much respect as that statement could muster. But, bro, you know what? I'm gonna make a weird comparison, but it's gonna work in this analogy. Our quarterback in Louisville, the quarterback Malik Cunningham right now. Malik is an incredibly talented young man. In fact, he's one touchdown away, quiet as kept, from breaking Lamar Jackson's rushing touchdown record. It is amazing. He is an incredibly athletic and talented person. That boy gets hurt every single game. Every game. And he is costing himself millions of dollars because he simply cannot stay healthy. Same thing with AD. AD, his talent is undeniable. That ain't the problem. Yeah. The problem is, like you said, BMO, his head and his heart are not aligned. And that also spills into what I think is also his work ethic. Because, bro, you can't tell me that not even 20 games into the season, you should be having back issues. 20 games? And I know you fell down hard. I got it. You fell down hard. I got it. But still, you're young. It's not like you're 39, 40. So
is he 30?
Yeah, no. I don't even think,
I don't think he's hit 30 yet.
27, 28.
Don't say that. He's 30. Okay, he's 30.
He's not 30.
His body is 30.
He's not 30. He is not.
His body is 91.
His body is 80. Yeah. His body is
I'll tell you. So he's got to figure it out, man. He's got to figure out how bad he wants to play basketball. And right now, it doesn't feel like he wants to do it very badly. So Reggie, I would trade him for what we could get. And I think perfect teams to do a trade with are contenders, like a Golden State, like get some of them picks back from Utah.
I was about to say Utah.
You know what I'm saying? Because those are teams that don't need him. They're doing fine just without him. So having him would just be an extra bonus. You need a team like that to do a deal like that. But
hey, Lloyd, you want to be more petty?
Come on.
Be more petty about it. You know who got a handful of picks?
New Orleans.
Oklahoma City.
Oh, yeah, they got them too.
Sit
We'll
them
do
down
that
there.
deal. We'll do that deal. We'll do that deal.
Sit them down there.
Yeah, we'll do that deal.
Yeah.
All right, people. We at the two best teams in the AFC and NFC. Prior to the day, I had my answer. Before the show started, I had my answer. And then the Bills, like, I don't know. First of all, shout out to the Bills of Minnesota for sneakily putting together the best game of the
That was a
season.
good. That
was a hell of a game.
That was
That's a big
And,
game.
and shout out to Justin Jefferson for stamping down the best receiver in the NFL with arguably the best catch since Odell made that catch in the end zone.
Yeah.
Facts. Yeah.
That was insane. So I don't know. This is a hard question.
Man,
Really? Is it?
I'm going to say the best team in the NFC until somebody beat them is going to be Philly.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm gonna see the best team in the AFC still is the Bills.
I'm not going to agree with that at all.
I still think they're gonna be at the end of the day, at the end of it all, they're gonna be right there.
I don't agree. I would have agreed with that 2 weeks ago because it looked like that was true.
Right.
But now,
Hey, when you got a guy like Odell Beckham coming to your team, you're gonna
they
be
ain't
there
gonna
at the
get
end of
some
the day.
Odell Beckham.
Chad, why you do this, bro? See, now you just
You know why he's doing that? Because he know Odell coming home. He don't want to see that. He don't want to see him come home.
Hey, he's a little. He ain't from New York. He ain't coming
You don't want to see him come home, do you?
Hey, Green Bay trying to show y'all that they want them too.
That's a shoot. Dallas too. Shoot, bad dog. Man.
oh,
Let me tell you
my
something.
God. Ain't why you do that, fam.
The
Okay.
greatest answer in the Odell sweepstakes came from my guy Saquon, who said, "Yeah, I was at his. I know everybody's been tweeting him and hitting him up online. Yeah, I went to his wedding.
Mean everything.
It means everything.
Okay.
He's coming home. He's coming home. Come on, baby.
Hey, look, it's a lot of weddings I've been to. That don't mean I wouldn't go work for their company again.
Exactly.
He coming home. Y'all know he coming
It's a
home.
lot of people's weddings I went to. I don't even talk to anymore.
I appreciate you. Cowboy. You know what that sound like to me, Reggie? When I listen to these Cowboy fans, fear, because they know.
They should
They
have
know if he come home.
Ain't no fear.
Can you announce the winning score of that last game I was just watching?
I can't. Packers 31, Cowboys 28.
No. Christian Watson, 31. Cowboys 28.
Listen, if you want to diminish the compliments of the Green Bay Packers, you go right ahead. But I'm telling you, they did the doggone thing tonight.
Yeah.
I got Packers fans all at the job tomorrow, so y'all already know what I got to deal with.
We'll be praying for you. We'll be
I
praying for you.
didn't watch the game. It looks like I know we're going off a little bit. Look, how Dak threw 2 interceptions?
Yes, he threw 2 early. He did. He threw to the same guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, man, I went to and I don't know for sure. I'm not a quarterback guy.
Mhm.
I went to that Detroit Lions game, and I was up close. He still didn't look like he had that same zip on the ball like he had before the injury. And I'm not making excuses for him, but I don't think he's fully healthy.
He's
Opinion.
not. I'm gonna tell you right now. I mean, he looks it. Of course, he's healthy enough to play.
Exactly.
But with this game right here, even with the weather conditions that they said was gonna be happening or whatever, the way he's throwing the football, like you can still tell it bothers him. He's not 100% at all.
Okay, but it's not going to get warmer.
No, not at all.
Well, what we talking about?
But you gotta, if he can get out there, they gotta play him at this point.
Hey, Jerry said it's warm in his stadium.
They couldn't run with this Cooper Rush stuff anymore as long as it was.
No.
But he's out. But right now, Dak is out there by default because he has to be out there because he's the starting quarterback of this football team. But as far as like with him throwing the football, which you're supposed to be running the football, you got 2 running backs. You got one that's hurt, that's fine. You got Pollard. You got a good running back depth chart. Still doesn't matter. You're still going to force him to throw the football because you feel like he needs reps out there to make sure his thumb is 100%, which is not.
Yeah.
And with this game just not going with losing and going to overtime, I mean, same thing I told C Major, like they're gonna go up there and do something goofy. Like they always do stuff like that. It was no guarantee they was gonna win today. I didn't even pick them to win today.
Yeah.
You did?
Wow.
Wow.
You see why?
The two best teams in the sport in the game right now, and probably in 2 weeks will be the Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. I think the Chiefs know you got to come see them.
Man, they just took your boy and just he got a touchdown the first game, huh?
Those
Who's that?
the same two
Tony.
teams I got,
Tony.
Lloyd. I got the Chiefs and I got the Eagles.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Eagles are undefeated. You know what I'm saying? So that gets them there. But with the Chiefs, like you said, and like what Bernie Mac had said on Kings of Comedy, rest in peace to him, these heifers been here before. They know what they doing. Okay?
They know what they're doing. They not. Man, listen.
Yeah.
You ain't catching practice. And yes, Chad, why you try to throw that little sly remark about there's Tony? Yeah, of course. He was wide open. It was a blown coverage. If you saw the game, it was a blown coverage. He didn't do nothing special. You could have caught that touchdown.
Yeah, I'll be doing that on Thanksgiving. I'll be flag footballing on Thanksgiving. So
There you go.
Flag.
All right.
yeah.
All right. Final question of the night, gentlemen, and that's the future picks question. We got several of those coming up here. Just give me that yes or no. When we return on December 7th, what will happen? Well, some of it is yes or no. Some of it is we got to answer. Well, actually, all of you got to answer. So here we go. The Nets and the Lakers will be 500.
I like how you just added the Lakers in there. Like you
Yeah, the Nets
really
will, the
added
Lakers
them in
won't.
there. Like,
Yes and no.
Yeah.
Yes and no.
Yeah. The Nets will, the Lakers won't.
Exactly.
I actually like what the Nets are doing.
Right.
The Nets are where are they at? They're 6 and 7. Oh yeah, they'll be well
they're
over.
6 and 7.
They'll be well over.
Now let me ask you a question while we're talking about the Nets.
Yeah.
So this Kyrie thing, does he mess up that rhythm? Or does he? Or see, that's a tough thing. Like, I mean, his talent, you got to bring him back. You pay him that money.
Yeah, you have to. You don't have a choice.
Yeah, but man, can Jock get him to fall in place like this?
First of all, you don't have to do anything. Okay, let's start with that. You don't have to bring him back. And with Adam Silver coming out publicly endorsing him, with Joe Tsai saying I appreciate and I don't think he's anti-Semitic, neither one of them said that he met all the requirements.
Mm-hmm.
So they could be saying that, especially Joe Tsai could be saying it to say, hey, listen, it ain't as bad as we thought, but we don't want him.
Right.
So stay tuned on that.
Yeah, that's really kind of tricky to deal with this Kyrie situation. I mean, Granted, Jacques Vaughn is the coach. He should have been a coach already. He already had 2 stints as interim, and they finally made him a coach. So congratulations to him. Yes, the Nets will be 500 and not the Lakers. But with this Kyrie situation, it's not over yet. The only thing that you can do at this point, he's going to play, Reg. I mean, of course, like you said, you're going to have to bring him back, but he will not be a member of the Brooklyn Nets.
Wow. You see
He will not.
trade him.
They go. But see, the problem is they can't move him, and whatever Sean Marks is trying to do, he can't do it.
Right.
Because he already lied on himself about the head coaching situation with Steve Nash and Ume Udoka. Okay, he's going to end up, and so like with that right there, and even inside information that I did have at the Mavs game when they had came and played Brooklyn, him and Nico Harrison was talking to each other for like a long time pregame. I don't know what's going on with that. It may not be nothing, but at the same time, it's like they are finding suitors for Kyrie Irving to try to move him around because Brooklyn don't really want to deal with that anymore. Because like you can't like with the players having control like that, it was too much, even with Nash. And with Kyrie being how he is, it's going to be a headache once he comes back. Him playing on the court not going to be a problem because he's going to put up his numbers. But as a front office standpoint and personnel standpoint, they will be trying to move him as quickly as they can.
But here's the thing. When you talk about on the court, and I agree everything, he doesn't have to put up the numbers, though. If you look the way they're playing right now, he doesn't have to put up the numbers. Hey, they're winning in some games. Durant didn't have 25, 27?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
He just has to fit in the role of the offense.
Yeah, if he can flow in that offense with him, because sometimes Kyrie can, if he can just flow and he holds on to the ball because he's an exceptional ball handler. No ifs and buts about it.
Yes, sir.
But can he flow with that offense that Jock has them how they're playing right now? Is he able to do that on the court?
I don't think that's the
I'll ask y'all this question. Name the offense that didn't have LeBron James tied to it, that Kyrie was a part of, that he flowed in. I'll wait.
Duke.
So I think y'all answered.
I call one. Duke.
Well, unless you're gonna
Cleveland
go
when
fire
LeBron wasn't there.
Yeah, take it. Yeah.
with Coach K, unless you're gonna bring back Coach K, then I think we've answered our question.
Yeah. I don't know.
When a guy shows you who he is, you gotta believe him.
Right.
And I think Kyrie has told you many, many times, I ain't about this team life.
Yeah. That's true.
So, when we come back, Jackson State will finish the season undefeated, making the way for Prime to go to Auburn.
Ooh.
No.
Yes and no.
No.
Yeah, he's not going to Auburn, bro.
He ain't going to Auburn.
Y'all keep saying that. Y'all keep saying that, but guess what? Y'all ain't seen that Auburn check yet.
Yeah. I'm gonna say
Florida State check is a lot bigger.
I'm gonna
They
say
not gonna find Norvell. Norvell's got them 20th in the nation.
Okay.
They're not gonna, he's not getting Florida State.
Okay, I'll put it like this. Not yet.
If you don't go this year,
just like what Red said earlier about that offensive line up there. Let him fix that first. He's gonna fix everything first. After everything is fixed, he is out of there.
I'm gonna say yes, and nothing surprises me.
I think once his kids are gone, he's a good chance he'll be gone.
Too.
Hey, have you ever heard of Auburn NIL and transfer portal?
All right.
Yeah.
No, I'm just joking, guys. I'm joking.
No, that's good. Listen, I hear you. I feel you. All right. In 2 weeks, the best team in the NFC East will be who? Eagles.
Eagles.
Yeah.
All right. Unless we beat them.
Unless they lose to the Commanders tomorrow.
Right.
If we beat them, it's a
Hey,
wrap.
Taylor Heineke is playing pretty good, so that I don't know.
He ain't playing that good. Best team in the NFC South.
I don't care.
Tampa Bay.
Tampa by default.
Tampa
Yeah,
by default.
ain't nobody else gonna be. Ain't nobody else.
Yeah, ain't nobody. Yeah, Tampa by default.
How that
That
division
division
fall
so gross,
that
man.
bad?
Yeah.
All right. Best team in the AFC South.
Tennessee.
Yep.
In 2 weeks.
Tennessee.
2 weeks.
Tennessee.
You gonna say the Colts, ain't you?
I am.
Yep.
I am.
I'm
I
not.
knew it.
I am. You know why I'm gonna say it? Because I
gotta
do
play
not
Green Bay
trust
and the Bengals.
Ryan. I don't trust Ryan Tannehill like that. They almost did they lose today or they won? They ended up winning.
Hey,
You said 2 weeks.
Yeah.
next week, the Colts got to play the Eagles.
Oh,
That's one loss.
It's gonna be a good one.
Let's
Colts
see.
win. You know
Hey,
what?
I tell you what.
I got the Reds. Colts win 30-27.
Hey, and I tell you what. If Matt Ryan plays like he played this week, it's a chance because the defense can hold. Listen to what I'm saying, and I agree. That'll be interesting.
I don't trust Ryan Tannehill. So
Nobody does. Nobody does.
Stay tuned.
Nobody does.
Stay tuned. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Best team in the AFC West is who? It's Kansas City, right?
Kansas
It's not
City.
Of
City.
course.
Kansas City.
And I'm mad that we wasted all that time in the offseason talking about how dominant the AFC West was going to be. I'm really upset at myself about that. So my repentance is it's Kansas City Chiefs, and it ain't even close.
Yeah.
B-Mo, I'm gonna say Denver. No, I'm just joking.
That's just because of the love.
No, I'm
That's
just,
the love that you have for
I
them.
can't answer that question. I'm staying out of this
Right,
question.
right. I understand. That's the love you have for them.
Hey,
Shout-
Reggie, give me a let's ride, Reggie. Go.
Right.
No,
I would turn my camera on.
I ain't saying nothing.
Shout out to Up. We love him.
Yeah,
love
shout
it.
out to us. We love y'all. There we go.
All right.
Man.
Who's buying the Commanders? If the deal goes down 2 weeks, who's buying the Commanders?
No one. Snyder's still going to be there.
It's
Jay-Z.
too hard. I think
That won't be until the season is over with.
Bezos, man, Bezos, and I think are they together? Jay-Z and Bezos.
They together. They together.
Yeah.
I
Jay-Z and
think
Bezos.
that was the plan all along. I think that was the only reason Jay did the deal with NFL in the first place was because he was playing the long game, and if he delivered on the stuff that he could deliver on, they would offer him the opportunity. And I think the opportunity has presented itself.
Yeah.
Listen to me when I say this. Once those closing documents are signed, it's gonna be a lot of owners in trouble because he's gonna tell the world.
I mean, Dan got
tell the
everybody
world.
in the chokehold, fam.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
even to the point where he was supposed to already been gone, but he had enough overlordism. Yes, I made that word up.
Good word.
To
Good
get
word.
rooted out of there. Now you know he got some stuff on you.
Hey, listen to me.
Come on, preacher.
Once those closing documents are signed, get your Twitter feed ready. I'm gonna be on Twitter like this.
So what y'all telling me is at the owners meeting, he was a sober one just taking notes.
Hey,
Exactly. Snyder
Hey.
ain't stupid, bro. Snyder got so much backup and so much stuff in his pocket. I'm telling you, that's gonna be another 30 for 30.
Ooh.
I heard, this is just what I heard. I heard that Snyder went to the meeting with Denzel from Training Day Energy at the end, putting cases on all you owners.
Mm-hmm.
You think you can do this to me? Shoot,
Hey.
program Jerry Jones.
Hey, the owners was calling him. Hey man, you don't need to sign.
I say, chill, bro.
Hey, you ain't gotta sell. Don't sell at all.
Yeah,
Good, man. We like you as an owner.
yeah.
Hey, Reds, don't close, like you said, don't close the document sign. And you know the XFL is coming back.
Right.
Half of the
Yeah,
owners gonna be over there at the XFL. But snap his fingers.
He gonna go to the highest TV bidder and say, "Who wants this exclusive? ABC, NBC,
Hey, Netflix, everybody.
Netflix."
Yeah. It is, yeah.
The untold story of
Right.
the NFL ownership.
Boy, that's gonna be like a 5-parter.
I'm here for it.
Me too. I'm ready
Yeah.
for it. It's gonna happen. We all know it's gonna happen. I'm just ready for it to happen.
Yeah. It's
Well, listen, it's gonna be a fun time over these next 2 weeks to see how it all unfolds. BMO, we sure appreciate you coming through, man. Let's get some shout outs before we get up through here.
it's
Let's start with our guest, man. That's the respectful thing to do. Tell everybody where they can see Mo Sports Talk and give you shout outs, brother.
Man, first of all, shout out to you guys. That's the main thing.
for sure.
Because you guys have been holding it down and been doing a fantastic job covering everything in the sports world. I admire and I recognize and acknowledge all you guys' opinions when it comes to sports. So me being invited tonight, man, I'm totally humbled by it. So
Appreciate you.
shout out to you guys, man. I really, really, really appreciate this. I mean, as far as like anything else goes, I mean, shout out to my kids, man. My kids, Jalen and Amaya, I love them so much. They're the ones that really keep me going.
Yes, sir.
I mean, follow Mo Sports Talk on all social media platforms. I may have a TikTok for Mo Sports Talk, but other than that, like I said, y'all are great, man. Keep up the incredible work. I love everything that you guys doing, man. And I mean, I appreciate all the opportunities tonight.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
All
man.
love, brother. All love.
Yeah.
Reggie Love, who you shout out tonight, brother?
Man, I'm gonna shout it back out to BMO, man. Hey, man, we appreciate you, brother. I may be overstepping my boundary, but man, you can jump on with us any day, man. I tell you, man.
Yeah, already.
Yeah, so
You know what it
man,
is.
hey, get in the car and ride, brother. We appreciate you.
You know
yes, sir.
Hey, you almost said it, Reggie. You almost said it.
What's that?
That's right.
Oh.
You're right there on the edge.
Is that an orange hat you got on today? Is that an orange hat you got on today, man?
Nah, it's red, man. It's red. It's
Chad,
red.
Red,
I hate
okay,
you.
orange. I hate you, orange.
Hey, it's Sunday. It's Tiger Day, man. It's Sunday.
Tiger Day, okay, my man.
See,
No, man,
I
but
hate
hey,
you
man,
so much,
and-
man. I really do, bro.
Hey, I just want to hold my chest up today. I ain't did it all year, but I'm just gonna stretch.
You got to, bro.
I gotta
You got
stretch.
to.
Hey man, Hey, it's the best the offense didn't look the whole year. Hey, I'm not putting no prediction on it. I'm just gonna take that win today. A shout out to the Indy Coast, man. And hey, man, shout out to all the Thad and my brother from another mother. Yeah, well, both of you guys are my brothers from another mother. So
That's right.
you know,
Yes, sir.
And enjoy
Lord,
your vacation, fellas.
yeah, enjoy the vacation. So that's my shout out, guys.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna give us Chad, give yours first, and I'm gonna give mine.
Okay. Well, shout you out, B-Mo. Appreciate you coming on, man. Definitely we have conversations about this and just sports in general. And I definitely value your opinion, man, because you've been doing this a long time. So definitely appreciate you coming on and rocking with us. Definitely appreciate Lloyd and Reggie and Cam in his absence. Happy birthday to his son. Definitely shout out to my wife, man. She's been holding things down because we're about to go through the treacherous thing of moving. So, that's definitely moving 2 times in 2 weeks. So,
Wow.
we're gonna do that, man. But it's all for the greater good. But man, just appreciate
Hey,
y'all.
I was gonna tell you to call me if you need some help, but somehow my phone won't be working during the movie.
Nah.
No.
Hey, I know
what?
I know where you
Wait,
live.
hold on. I don't want no pizza. If I'm
Right.
Hey, pizza and beer. That's the universal.
matter of fact, give me that before I move anything. You know what I'm saying? I'll work it off. You don't do things with that. I'll work it off, fam. But don't give me that as a return.
Nah, we got money. We got movers. We got money.
Okay.
There you go. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I do know where you live, Reggie. So if I need a big screen TV move, I got you.
Oh, that's all right. Hey, Harley gonna answer the door. Daddy not home.
But yeah, man, shout out to the Wimbayam sweepstakes. Whoever's gonna win that. Hopefully it's not us, but we'll see.
Hey, San Antonio, man, we know.
That's all I got, man. That's all I got for the night.
All right, man. Listen, I'm going to selfishly give a shout out to one of my guys. Shout out to Saquon Barkley for shutting down negotiations. I don't listen, Reg. Chad. I don't normally give shout outs like this, so y'all should bear with me. I'm one of the few that don't give shout outs to their team at all. But I got to give him a shout out for this. Shut down his negotiations for his new contract, and then presumptively went out today and put up a $152 rushing. Ooh. If that don't send a clear message or pay me my money, I don't know what will. So shout out to him for just doing it on the field.
Who get paid first, him or Lamar?
Saquon.
It'll probably be Saquon. Lamar gonna get his money. Sometimes I wonder if it's gonna be the Ravens to give it to him.
I don't think it is.
Ooh.
Yeah, I wonder.
I don't think it is.
Yeah. But shout out to Lamar. Shout out to Saquon. And y'all, my brothers, I appreciate you. Definitely B-Mo, we appreciate you, brother. I echo what Reggie said. If you got some time free in your schedule, make some time free in your schedule. Come through, holler at your peoples.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, appreciate y'all, man, for holding this show down for 2 years, man. We've been doing 2.5 years now. We've been doing this and killing it, man, and just having a good time with it. We have earned this vacation. We have truly earned this vacation. So we go take this vacation, enjoy our families. And I want to do what B-Mo did, man. Shout out to my kids, my lovely wife for allowing us to do this and just supporting it with everything they got, man. Appreciate them for that, man. And, man, it's just been a pleasure, man. And the best is yet to come. Y'all don't even know the best is yet to come.
Is that you in that picture behind you?
That is me, man. So you know what's funny? I had this picture up for like 2 weeks. Ain't nobody said nothing, but yeah, that's me and my mom's, man.
Got you.
Love it. I love it.
I love it, man. I love it.
Man, so
I got a side note shout out when you're done, man.
And I'm killing that suit. Y'all while y'all play.
I see.
Yeah. I got a side note shout out when you're done, man.
Go ahead, brother. I'm done.
Shout out to my in-laws, man. They'll be celebrating 40 years in the next week, man. 40 years, man. So happy wedding anniversary to you guys, man. Love y'all.
They putting up real numbers in these streets.
Big numbers, big numbers.
That's real numbers right there.
Love it.
Well, gentlemen, appreciate y'all, man. It's been a pleasure. It's been awesome. We are up through the 5. We'll see y'all. This show will air on December 7th, so I guess we'll see y'all in 2 weeks. Later.
Get you 10 when you're plugging in with the there's no mystery. Let's make history with the oh, the song is 2 and 3. Add 1 more plus me and do the 5. Yeah. Keep it on the floor, and the funk plus 4, and you got 5. I said so 1 and 9 is 10, and there ain't no span on the 5. There's no denying it. This groove here is the